Welcome, it's Gitanjali here from High Definition You. Whether you're in HR or learning and development or talent development, or indeed you're a line manager in the business with your own team, it's possible that you are experiencing some of the frustrations that I know I experienced as a leader in my 15 years in the banking industry. And that is that there are people in your organization that are great, but maybe they're stuck. And you want them to have a coach because you know that when people have a coach in their corner that not only acts as a guide and a catalyst for their change, but is able to bring a level of objectivity to that conversation that, as wonderful as you are as a manager or a leader, you're not able to bring in the same way. You are frustrated by the fact that you can't bring them that one-to-one coaching relationship. Maybe they're not senior enough yet. Maybe you don't have the budget. Maybe both things are happening for you at the moment. But what I know to be true, and this isn't just from my time as a leader in my banking career, but also as an employee, is what ends up happening is people don't feel invested in. They don't feel valued. Possibly they've missed out on high potential programs because there weren't enough spaces, whether it's Rising Stars or Leading Lights or career development programs. And that frustration sometimes leads to higher levels of attrition. And then you're in it in terms of re-recruiting, and as the research indicates, then that's a year's worth of their salary in terms of recruitment costs and time to productivity. So you're here because you're interested in giving them a level of coaching that makes sense from a budget perspective, but also makes them feel invested in. I am on a mission, and I hope that you will join me, to democratize coaching, because that seniority, as much as we love working with our executive coaching clients one-to-one, and I'm happy to have that conversation with you about those people in your organization, what we know to be true is that in order to get there, they will benefit from having a coach. Now, what happens as a result, not just for them in terms of their own empowerment, their own self-belief, overcoming that self-doubt that's keeping them stuck, is that the confidence that you might want to see more of in them translates in terms of ROI back to quicker decision making, trusting their intuition, contributing more in team meetings, stronger communication with clients, much more connected communication with their clients, so that this highly engaged employee is now, and you may be aware of the research around this as well, links through to much higher levels of productivity, and from there we get higher profitability, and from there we get much higher levels of shareholder happiness, and from there we can loop back around to great feedback at end of year performance, mid-year performance reviews, and we have an even more engaged employee, and so the virtuous circle goes on. So congratulations for coming this far in considering how you can invest in perhaps your more junior members of the team, the future leaders, the emerging leaders. Those are stepping up into those roles or are already in those roles and would benefit from quicker decision making, as I said, as well as greater communication and problem solving skills from a calm and focused place. So I hope it's an easy yes, and that you will invest in them as I know you want to. If there's questions, please reach out to me, and I hope that you will join me in this mission to empower your people, whatever level they are in the organization, to truly be able to navigate whatever the change is, whatever the path is, whatever the adventure is that is ahead for you and your organization, and that they can do it by being more curious than afraid.